What's going on, guys? Twintuitive 717. I am back with the sleepy, bossy, saucy beaver in a basket. She's going to bring some mega good vibes to the reading. I'm going to start off with a bit of like romantic energy. Some of your masculines could be romantically pulling on your energy. I'm getting eagerness, like a lot of eagerness to communicate. So for those of you who have been picking up on that kind of sensual energy coming through from your masculines, sometimes it's like a signal of physical communication, like physical meeting up. If a lot of you are seeing 1111, 717, to the point where you're just ignoring it now because it's been bombarding you, I feel like this may be a reading that could resonate with those of you, okay? If you see the title and it kind of pulls you in, pay close attention to your intuition. Many of you by now have experienced a lot of your masculines trying to get your attention in very subtle ways. But I do feel like the feminine collective is really allowing the masculines to lead, in the sense where if they do want communication, it's going to happen based on like them taking action, if that makes sense for you guys, okay? Because I feel like a lot of what's happened in your past, you're sort of off on your own here, Divine Feminine. I do feel like for many of you, you're going to get a chance to connect with one another as like detached beings, individuals, okay? So many of you who have been on that karmic roller coaster, I do feel like over the summer, like once the summer passes and we settle into that new wave of energy coming through, I would say around like September, a lot of you will, I feel like, go through certain things that is pushing you towards being available to really experience the journey as deeply as you can, or as authentically as you can. Okay, so let's dive in with the romance angels first and find out how your masculines are seeing the connection and how it is they feel about the Divine Feminine. Okay, so we have very soon. So clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And so that's why I think for many of the feminines who may be just kind of going off and doing your own thing right now, it's a message from the universe to clearly decide if you're open to this or not, because there's a lot of romantic feelings here coming through from the masculines. Like I'm picking up on it, like even with the sensuality, the feelings. A lot of you may be feeling a lot more sensual than usual. If you're in the feminine energy, you could be wanting to dress sexier. You're just feeling that, I don't know how to describe it, but it's a feeling in like the root chakra area. And it's a sense of being aroused, but the arousal comes through like self-care, taking care of yourself, okay? The flirt card is coming out as well. So many of you may be very friendly. Your energy could be very attractive right now. It's like everywhere you go, you can't help but strike up conversations with people. People are very drawn to you right now. It's most likely because of the flirt card here coming through. Like if you're carrying that very lighthearted, youthful type of energy, I feel like you're open to adventure, and that is what's drawing your masculines in and making them want to reach out or communicate. They want some of that, is what I'm hearing. So whatever you guys are doing, I feel like the energy that a lot of the feminines are feeling, it's like, something big is coming, but you're allowing it to unfold. You're allowing it to unfold. I feel like a lot of you don't want any surprises. You don't want any hints. You don't want any clues. And that's where you stand, okay? But at the same time, clearly decide what it is you want. I feel like a lot of passion wants to come through for many of you as well. And I'm getting the word risk. I don't know why. Like many of you, I'll just be honest, if you're in the feminine energy, you could be like licking your lips a lot, biting your lips a lot. You could be thinking back to when you did have a lot of intimate moments with your divine masculine, and it's like you don't want to think about it. You want to be able to block it out, but you can't help but cave. Okay, it's like the thoughts are creeping in and you want to push the thoughts away. That's what the energy is like between masculine and feminine right now. Okay, it's like they have so much pent up energy towards the divine feminine. That's what I feel. And that's why many of you may be bombarded with 717, because it's like you're taking good care of yourself, you're looking good, you're smelling good, because you're using the arousal to self-care. A lot of you have been celibate as well. And that's what I feel like is creating this pull. Okay, what's going on with the masculines? What are the masculines going through? What's the masculine's current energy? Okay, we have regret and repression. Okay, they could have a lot of regrets because the word repression does remind me of like pent up energy. So maybe backtracking and realizing where they went wrong in the connection, or humbling themselves in a way where they want to come back and reach out again. I feel like for a lot of you too, there's no, like when you do have conflict with your masculines, I feel like a lot of the times when you are in separation, it's like it allows you both that space to process your own emotions without blaming one another. And then when you do come together again, it's like picking up where you left off. So they could be going through this right now where, you know, they're backtracking a little bit on what happened and maybe not wanting to do it again, if that makes sense for some of you. Okay, I'm hearing I won't ever do it again. Okay, a lot of your masculines could have been talking to the universe as well. Yeah, look, we have wish fulfillment. I feel like if you grant me this wish of like communication again, being able to connect with the divine feminine again, I won't do that again. So whatever that is for some of you, I don't know what that's going to mean. It could be whatever contributed to the last time you like split apart. And splitting apart, I feel like both of you went silent and both of you had your backs turned for a really long time. But you know, maybe your masculines have gained clarity somehow. When clarity happens, I feel like it's these masculines who have been seeing your face in the crowd. If you guys go back to a few readings that I did, seeing you everywhere, getting a lot of signs and synchronicities around your energy, and just wanting to come back. When they get those signs and synchronicities, I feel like it messes with their heart space, and then they start wanting another shot at this, if that makes sense for many of you. Okay, let's find out what their best course of action is. Let's get some tarot on it. Okay, how are the masculines coming towards you, Divine Feminine? What is their best course of action right now when coming towards the Divine Feminine? I feel like just making a move here because a lot of them could be traveling to you or wanting to travel to you. That's a big decision in itself. But we also have the Emperor, which I feel like is take charge for many of the divine masculines. Like if these romantic feelings are fueling within them, one key thing that they're going to have to learn is to act on it. And that's what they're going through right now. So it's taking them time to get through this regret energy and just go for it. They have nothing to lose is what I feel with the Two of Wands. It's like having a choice and then choosing something because you know what? It's better than the other choice, because if you don't take action, you'll never know. And this is a masculine who they like to know, and that's why I feel like I'm getting the word risk. Like they're willing to risk it all. I don't know what kind of situation you guys are in, Divine Feminine, but they're willing to risk their pride here with the Emperor. There's a sense of maturing. Okay, we also have the Seven of Cups as well. Moving out of this energy, I feel like not being sure, hesitating. That's the lesson here, is to not hesitate and be in the Seven of Cups energy, because maybe that's what they did last time, right? They hesitated and they chose something else. It's going to resonate differently for many of you, but this card is telling me that when they're in this type of energy where they can't decide, for you, Divine Feminine, like it lacks leadership, or it really lacks that masculine energy that you're looking for. So this is for a lot of those masculines who, like, you know, they would come in and then they would go and, you know, they would exchange intimacy with you and then they would separate, but then they would be the ones in regret after they chose to run off. Okay. And for many of the Divine Feminines, like a lot of you didn't go off chasing because it's a turn off for you to have to do that. Right. I feel like many of you are attracted to the Divine Masculine energy when like they're sure about themselves. Okay, and that's what they're starting to see. And because you've sat still in your feminine energy and continued to grow that within you, you've become more and more lighthearted, flirtatious, like drawing all kinds of suitors towards you. But it's in this beautiful way of like, you don't want anything with anybody right now, Divine Feminine. I feel like you are just enjoying your own energy to the fullest. And in turn, it's kind of pushing this Divine Masculine exactly where they want to be in order to not make that mistake again or not do that again. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting that for many of you, but it's a strong message that's coming through. I won't ever do that again. Okay, and they're having to with the chess piece here, strategize very, very carefully. This could be a masculine who is really trying to gain control over their emotions and be decisive this time when they come around. Okay, not be unsure and sure of what it is they want. That's going to be a turnoff for this divine feminine. Okay, that's why it says here, clearly decide what it is you want so that it comes to you now. Your masculines want you to come to them now, but they have to be sure of themselves. Otherwise, you guys may go through another period of separation, and I feel like that's what they don't want because they know what it's like to be without you. And they miss you. Like, there's something about the intimacy here that this masculine misses when they're not with you. Okay, what's your best course of action, divine feminine? As your masculine is moving towards you with all of these romantic feelings, what is your best course of action? Okay, so we have the star here, divine feminine, which I feel like is just letting you know to continue doing what it is you're doing. They already see you shining bright. I'm also hearing to tell the divine feminines, like, listen to that song, Break My Stride. I don't know who sings it. I totally forgot, but don't let anything slow you down, divine feminine. You are shining bright. I feel like you're the star of the show. There's a lot of eyes on you. This goes hand in hand with that flirt card here where you're extending your energy outwards to others, and I feel like you're finally comfortable doing that. It's like you're not looking for anything romantic, you're not looking for a relationship, and that's the time when all of it wants to come right to you. And I feel like it's creating a very interesting back and forth here with the divine feminine and the divine masculine, okay? It's like if they've ever been sure, it's now. Being very, very sure of what it is they want because you're outshining everything else, everyone else in their eyes, okay? But more so, I feel like you're very, very comfortable where it is you're at, divine feminine. Like, you sitting here in this beautiful, flirtatious, lighthearted energy, no expectations of anything, just allowing things to flow as they are. I feel like you're bringing in a lot of beautiful experiences that are surrounding you, and it's allowing you to connect with others too. That's pushing you to stop holding on to this twin flame energy or even your divine masculine's energy. And once you experience that kind of detachment, you feel your masculines now kind of leading the connection in terms of you start feeling their energy more strongly, their energy keeping an eye on you and watching you, versus you having to do that with your masculines. Okay, so it's like a turn of the tables here that's happening as the divine feminines continue to sink into their own energy, do things that please them, do things that serve them, get rid of things that don't serve you. It makes you lighter and lighter and lighter, and that energy is just, it's very magnetic. Okay, a lot of your masculines watch you a lot more closely than you realize too. Okay, and you are their wish fulfillment. I feel like wish fulfillment is the second chance here that they're wanting, and they're willing to take a risk because I feel like, they don't have anything to lose. And if they don't act now, then I feel like a lot of your masculines are concerned. They are worried that maybe you're just going to give it a shot. Like, you're in this magical energy of like, whatever happens, happens. You're no longer waiting around for your masculines, divine feminine. And I feel like that's that big shift. When many of you aren't waiting around and you're open to just life and experiences, you'll be very surprised at what comes your way. And believe me, energetically, your masculines feel that release. Okay, and when they feel that release, it pushes them to be more authentic as well in their own life. And when they start getting into this emperor energy, being able to lead, a lot of your masculines have not been confident as well in a lot of these karmic relationships that they've been in. And I feel like that's what you're helping them to do, is be confident in like who it is they are at the core in this masculine energy. Because now you're doing the same in your own, okay? And they want another shot. I don't know why I keep getting this, but from your masculines, it's like, I want that. I want some of that. Whatever it is that's going on, I want some of that. Most likely because you guys are shining, but it's not in the way that you look. It is more like energetically, and I have a feeling it's because you've let go in some way. Okay, it's attractive. Your self-respect makes you more attractive. All right, guys, so that's what I have for you for this short check-in. Keep me posted in the comments. Let me know if it resonates with you guys, all right? Take it easy. Bye, guys.